Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night.
Good night, Malaysian 370.
Breaking news tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight with 239 people on board, including 4 Americans, has gone missing.
From the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Oh, hey chat. Sorry about that. We are live. Ooh, let's see how the lights go. Ooh, yeah, okay, much better. Ooh, yeah. I think we fixed the lighting situation, chat. Hey everybody. Hey, good night everyone. I know it's late, but we're doing a quick late night stream here, probably for under an hour tonight. We're going to do a little bit of recap of the daily and weekly news that's been going on, because I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 nights. Be back on Sunday. So people are wondering where I'm at. Nope. CIA hasn't got me. Unless they take my plane down. Hopefully they won't. Still alive. Still doing well. So first news right off the bat. Let's get this going. Check out the podcast I just did with... Oh boy. What was it called? The Daily Dose podcast with Joshua Reed. That was really awesome. Really, really good podcast, everybody. Definitely have been talking more about the implications of a lot of this stuff. And that's what I would like to be discussing more in general as we move away from the MH370 investigation, is more about the technology and the implications of it. So I may even keep doing podcasts and just not talking as much about MH370, but I probably will be doing a couple podcasts because I've already promised them with people who want to talk about MH370, but I'm probably not going to dig as much into it after this. And like I said, the continued investigation into the videos in the plane will stop on March 8th. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about the situation, but I'm not going to continue to investigate it further. And you've seen I've already kind of moved away from... I'll turn the sound up a little bit. I've moved away a little bit as well from, we've been focusing on a lot of other topics recently as well. So it's been good. I also did get all of the hard truths uploaded except for the next one, which I'm going to upload tonight, and then I'm going to publish probably tomorrow with Mark Sokol. So I probably should make a tweet about that as well. I'll probably do that later tonight so that I can get that off before I leave. Leaving for, it's just going to be a trip for pleasure. Going to meet up with some people, have a good time. I don't know if I'm going to be tweeting very much. I probably will just retweet more stuff. I'll probably do a couple small posts, but yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's see. So yeah, hello, BA. You were the first person tonight. Top Rad, Staycation, Cat Cans, Prophecy 777. I'm glad you've opened up your mind a bit more to the possibility of advanced life forms. My mind was already open to them, to be honest with you. I don't care that much is the thing. That's what I've said. The technology is far more important. John B, how's it going? Dude, movie No Way Up. Recommended. Appreciate it. Joe, nice to see you. Paul, Zen, Craig. Rona, I see you in there as well. Skinny Bob, welcome. Amanda, I see you. How are you guys doing? Yep, smash that like button. Tyler, I got to get some better thumbnails. If people want to create some thumbnails for us, that would be great. I need some just general thumbnails. I could use another MH370x thumbnail. I could use other thumbnails about like UFO community updates, things like that. Just different ones that I can post out there and manipulate, like templates, basically. So if anyone is interested in artistically talented and you're in the Discord, you can use the art channel and post some templates that we can use. That would be great. I would appreciate it. I am planning on getting some software that will help with using AI and templates for both hard truths as well as various stream templates that we can use. That'll be nice. Okay, I think that's good on the updates and the news. Let's dig into what's been going on. So here is the link to the Rumble podcast that I just did. It was really awesome. There was also, I'll post a Discord link for the people that want to join as well. We will do, how many invites will we do with this one? Let's do 10 invites. We got to be a little bit careful because the trolls will go ahead and grab a lot of the invites. I'll only make it last for one day. So if you want to join, now keep in mind if you join the Discord, you have to verify right away. It won't let you do anything. You also probably can't post for like 10 minutes or so, even after you verify. We will check. We do check when people join because we have a lot of trolls and stuff like that. And then after you verify, you should be available. So make sure you verify right away. Hey, Alien Girl. We probably will start with some Alien Girl information. Alien Girl is interviewing Jake Chansley. I believe it's tonight, tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure. Alien Girl, my advice is don't, I mean, you can ask people what they think, but don't let them impact your decision-making process. People will be more attracted and want to watch your show if you are being yourself and doing things that you want to do. And it also helps out, too, because then you get less trolls, right? If you're doing the stuff that you want to do, then you'll attract people that are interested in the stuff that you're doing as well. And I think that will help you out. That's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me, but just wanted to let you know. Okay. Also, if while we're doing this, anyone can find where is the clip of Bob Lazar where he talks about, and also, yeah, check out Alien Girl's channel. Check out her streams that she does. She's a very nice personality in the UFO community who has a good heart. If anyone can find out the clip where Bob Lazar talks about potentially if he was asked if he would do it all over again, and he says no, he wouldn't, please either link that in the Discord to me or just tell me in the chat where we can find that. So there's a clip of Bob Lazar, might be on Joe Rogan. I mean, that's one of the only interviews he's ever done as far as I know, where he's asked whether or not he would do it again, and he says, no, I wouldn't. I got to work with magic, right? I want that clip. If anyone can find me that clip, I appreciate it. Okay. Moneypenny found a pretty interesting clip today. And I guess she was in some kind of space. And in this space, she asks Stephen D. Kelly, who, if you look at his credentials, he's former CIA and NSA. And he basically says that the technology works similar to what we've been talking about, that it may even use like some kind of conversion to energy situation, which I'm not really sure 100% if that's all accurate, but it's pretty consistent, pretty similar, right? He talks about the videos and the orbs and says that it's legit. So I think I'll play it.
Wave.
Oops.
Into one.
How do I do this right? You know what? I'm gonna do this as a
single sine wave signal, like a radio signal. And during that time, when the matter is converted into energy, there's no more E equals mc squared, okay? Because you can't have matter and achieve light speed. So once you hit light speed, your matter has to be converted into energy. And when you do that, there's no time, no space, no distance. And unlike rockets that we fire off the Earth, which actually travel in an elliptical pattern, a beam ship is the only thing that travels in a straight line because technically they use the Akashic records, remember we're talking about the jump chair, to vector, which is travel in a straight line from point A to point B. And when they reach point B, they rematerialize, they convert that sine wave back into energy, and it takes exactly 40 minutes for them to slow down from light speed. And they usually do this in the outer areas of the Earth.
Has this been done by the US military from 2014 when MH370 disappeared?
That was actually similar. Okay, remember when Tesla did that thing with the Philadelphia experiment?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I
Okay,
did
right.
it
Now, let
last
me
night.
explain
Yeah.
how that works. That is basically setting up dual dipole field. Okay, so they have 3 of these things. Okay, and it's the same thing as the jump chair. The jump chair does the same thing. It creates 3 these dipoles. Okay, which is, I'm not an expert in this stuff.
No, you're spot on, because I had the technical drawings in front of me last night, and you're
describing it. I'm talking about. Now, there's film out there showing that MH plane disappearing, and you'll see there are 3 orbs that are actually
exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Yes.
And that creates the vortex that the thing goes into, and boom, it's somewhere else. Now, here, let me share something else with you that's really key here. A sine wave has a phase. A phase is from 0 to 1. Okay, it's from the start to the end of the wave. That's phase. When you travel in back and forth in time, what you're doing is phase shifting. So when the thing comes out of light speed, what they'll do is they'll either come out a little bit ahead or a little bit behind phase. So if they want to go back in time, they have to have a negative phase. And if they want to go forward in time, it has to have a positive phase.
Okay, yeah, so here's your sine waves. We'll get to that, William, in a second. Pretty weird, right? This is actually sine waves that we're seeing in here, right? Exact same thing that guy's talking about. Although I feel like some of his explanation doesn't make sense, like having to slow down for 40 minutes, that doesn't make any sense. But the rest of it does, for sure. So I'm not really sure. Pretty bizarre. Yeah, so if you join the Discord, you have to go to the verify channel right away, and then you have to verify. And then after that, please introduce yourself so we know you're not a troll. Yeah, he meant 120 degree. What was I going to point out? Where's the guy that reached out to me? So, oh yeah, this was wild, chat. Department of Energy posts this image. What is this? What is this, chat? What is this? This is the orb. Talking about plasma research? General plasma science? Bob Greenyer says that this one over here is, what did he say? I already lost it. I can't remember if it was a coherence, or I can't remember what this part was. Look at this orb right here. Look at this heat signature. It's exactly the same as the MH370 videos. Exactly the same. It's exactly what Bob Greenyer talked about, where the topological monopole or whatever is right down here in the middle and is causing this this effect. It's exactly the same. I can't believe they posted this. This is why they got 31,000 views, because I retweeted the shit out of this. What the hell? Look at it side by side. Look at this. What the hell? Sorry, I'll see it. Let me check on the other side what Bob Greenyer said. I had to ping Bob Greenyer about this. Oh, I think I messaged him. I got a lot of science to catch up on over the weekend, guys. Oh, he says the left one is a Bose-Einstein condensate. That this one on the left is a Bose-Einstein condensate here. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, Chad. This is wild. Yeah, you have to wait, I believe, 10 minutes to post. That's how we prevent trolls from posting gore and pornography in our Discord. Unfortunately, it's a necessary step, as you might be able to imagine. Okay, so here's the first thing, guys. What is wrong with the trolls, guys? So, hey, Ashton, would you consider being a guest on my podcast to explain this all to me? Sure. Right? This is a normal reaction, normal interaction. Right? Oh, wait. Where is it? Where's the other replies? Oh, he blocked me now or something? Where? Oh, did I hide the replies? I think I might have hid the replies. No, I don't. Maybe they didn't. Huh. Yeah, they blocked me in response. How did I find that, chat? Somebody posted, maybe they posted an image in the Discord. I don't remember, but somebody replied to this guy and told him, and it did like a 5-page dissertation on why he shouldn't talk to me and how the videos are debunked. What is mentally wrong with these sick individuals? I think it was that T. Powell guy. This guy literally stalks all my posts and all my replies. Like, he's a mentally ill individual that needs to go seek psychiatric care. Like, if you're out there trying to like stalk my replies and reply to people that want to talk to me on podcasts, and if the person is listening, which I'm sure that they are or they will, I talked to this guy and his response was, he's a fucking idiot. So don't be morons, trolls. When you do this kind of stuff, I don't know what your goal is when you do that, but you're only damaging your own credibility. And you're only making them want to talk to me more because it's not natural to be a psychopath like that and to reply to people telling people to not talk to people. That's what mentally ill individuals do. So, like, the people wonder, like, oh, you call people mentally ill. Yeah, because they literally are based on their actions, right? That's not normal behavior. Just go about with your life. T. Powell or whatever your name is, please get a life. Go outside, delete your internet account, delete your Reddit account. Go outside and do anything else than stalking my replies. It's mentally ill behavior. My God, man. Speaking of mentally ill behavior, the other thing that we're going to take a look at here is these people that are making like 50 million parody accounts and stuff that have no life whatsoever. Skyfire News. Let me figure out where it is. Whoops. Like this fettuccine split loser, right? Like these people are all just sick in the head, right? Like this fettuccine, I think he's like Jeremy Corbell. If you're out there, you need to fire this guy, right? If you are supporting people that are out here making parody accounts about people and making like gross memes about people and shit like that is just disgusting, sick behavior, dude. This is not the type of people you should be employing and when they're acting like this about other people in the community. Like, that's, again, psychopathic behavior, right? Trying to, like, diminish people and what have you. Like, that's not productive. That's what trolls do. Nobody should be employing these trolls. And so, where is the thing about it? Here it is. The thumbnail artist gets suspended from Twitter after admitting to buying bots to harass Brian Johnson. Not only did he make a parody account of Brian Johnson to try to diminish this guy, who I don't even really know Brian Johnson, right? But he spent $300 supposedly. This uplifting tweets fettuccine split loser. These are just the worst scumbags on the face of the planet, right? He should have his whole account deleted. Twitter should delete his account, right? Like, why are you acting this way? What is mentally wrong with you that you feel like you're going to make accounts, buy Twitter followers to troll people? It's completely psychotic, sociopathic, mentally unstable behavior. I hope that Jeremy Corbell fires this guy because he absolutely should. No one should be employing people that act like this. This is not how normal people in a normal society act, right? And, you know, sadly, maybe we do have to bring back cancel culture, right? This is why Keemstar is coming to this community, because holy shit, man. How are people actually acting like this? And then he went and even admitted it in a space, apparently, in here, right? Maybe we should listen to part of this. Like, it's psychotic, dude. I mean, it's just totally psychotic. I can't remember if they're trying to get, I don't know what they're trying to do with that. Like, he was like trying to get him banned or something with the buying of the bots or whatever. I don't know. I've never bought any bots or any followers ever. I think that people have tried to do it to me to try to get me banned, but it didn't work. But that's just totally psychotic behavior, guys. And unfortunately, they're linked to a lot of these people, like, I mean, no one's going to free this guy, right? Like, UAP Mike, come on, man. Come on, dude. Have some level of standards in your life, dude. Free fettuccine split? No, he should have his account permanently banned. They should make sure he wipe his account out. All his followers, all 4,000 of his followers should be wiped out, right? And make sure and IP ban him, like the milk farts guy as well. These guys should just be IP banned so that they can never make any more accounts. Like these people, if you cannot even just conduct yourself with a normal level of civility on the internet, then you should just lose it. It's a privilege. It's not a right. It's a privilege to be on a social media platform, right? This kind of stuff is just, and these guys that are defending them, just cut it out, Mike. I even gave Mike a follow, right? Because they kind of stopped attacking me, although I'm sure they still are, but still, like, just come on, man. Let's be better than this. Why are you supporting people that acted that way? I just can't understand how you're supporting people like that. Right? These are the people that take the moral high ground when we talk to Jake Chansley. These are the people that talk about that me talking about Putin is somehow bad. These are people that are just literal scumbags on the earth, on the internet. Absolute trolls, no redeemable values whatsoever. Right? That all they do is troll all day long, spend their whole lives online. And these are people that try to take the high ground on anyone over anything? Get real, guys. So, before we get into some other news, let's take a look at this space. Yeah, Jake Chansley didn't do anything. Compared to these guys, I would take a million Jake Chansleys over one of any of these guys. Right? Like, just disgusting behavior, man. And yes, he deserved to get his account suspended. I hope they never bring it back. And I think that they should probably ban people that are even supporting this guy. Like, it's just not behavior that people should be engaging in. And this is not about what people think about someone. This guy just literally admits that he's doing this. Making fake accounts and buying fake followers. There's no way to spin that. Let's listen. Let's listen, chat. I want to hear him just be a complete scumbag. What's this?
Yes, brings it up. Well, then they're kind of swarmed. Oh, something artificial is happening. Something.
Shock. They didn't feel comfortable discussing anything with me unless I took an oath of confidentiality. Shock.
This because, you know, it may seem like a silly story to Mike or to anyone else, but
here we go.
I promise you, this is going to have major implications, right?
How?
Because similar stuff has happened in this community, right? Well, it just has. I mean, you know that to be true.
Chad, they've done this to me like 4 times. I don't even know how many parody accounts I had to get banned that I reported, right? That are always like the fettuccine split loser, King Milkfart, and these other losers in this loser gang of just douchebags, right? They just need to grow up or get off the internet.
True, and I don't want to get...
Awesome, great answer.
Well, no, it has. What do you mean, parody accounts? There's a parody account on Skyfire News.
You said big...
The parody account of Skyfire News is actually King Milkfart as well, right? I just call him Milkfarts because he doesn't even deserve to have a good name because he's just a piece of shit. These guys need to be permanently banned.
It's happened this is like a big thing that's happened before. Where? Who did it happen to?
Well, I know there's a parody account on Red. There's a parody account on Skyfire News. There's a parody account on Tuba.
That's big news to you guys. Wow. All right.
Well, if you'd let me finish my point without interrupting me, these parody accounts on prominent people like in the UFO Twitter space, this is the first time that one of them's been shut down, attached to a main account.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad that they did that. Hey, Yoga, we're not going to watch too much more of this, but I just want to hear some of the
main
highlights.
Account admitted to view botting and buying bots on it. So this is, in my opinion, a pretty big story, and it's going to have quite the impact.
Yeah, I actually agree. I kind of even want to retweet it now just because of I want it to even have more impact. It's just disgusting behavior.
Yeah, I think 60 Minutes
That's the big
is
thing
looking
happening
into
here.
It, right?
That is a funny joke.
That's the big thing that happened here is we have the first admission
and more of the facts, right? I mean, what are your thoughts? Because
that King Milkfart and Uplifting Tweets are very clearly friends. He had knowledge of that service, and then today we have Uplifting Tweets confirming that he knows of a service and that he did use one. So we'll get to UAP Mike, and then we'll go into what exactly is Use Viral, the service that Uplifting.
Okay, well, I'm not going to watch all that. But chat, so the thing about it is that these guys tried to argue that I was buying followers early on, months and months ago, because I was growing so rapidly. And I've never bought a single follower ever. And the reason why they did that is because it's always projection every single time, guys. It's always projection. They're projecting what they do onto other people, right? These guys have tons of followers and they get like no engagement. And they just all retweet each other's stuff. Like this Darren guy, woke Dazzle woke guy. Guys, if your handle is Dazzle woke guy, just delete yourself from the internet. Just straight up delete yourself from the internet. Do everybody a favor, right? Like, then you've got UAP Mike defending him for some reason. Think Tank, who I've been following as well, defending him. Why are these guys defending this crap? Right? Ridiculous. They literally talk about me nonstop. Thankfully, I think they've started to slow down on it because it's too much. Okay, let's look into some other stuff. And we're going to look at Skyfire News' stuff because, you know what? Whatever. I think they put some good stuff out there. I don't care about Travis Taylor email leaks. Okay, Cat Williams.
What else?
Cat seems like he's on kind of a lot of drugs here. Think Tank is usually cool, but he supports a lot of douchebags, guys. Oh, UAP. Yeah, we could have had a good conversation with Joe Rogan. One day I feel like we will. Joe Rogan has to be woken up a little bit more, at least his producer does, right? When we can start teleporting objects, then I think that we can have a conversation with Joe Rogan, right? He figures it out in terms of like what the implications are, right? It's a slow drip disclosure process. That's definitely what's going on, no doubt, 100%. Okay, we looked at the bot swarm stuff as well. Enigma Labs, I don't even know who Enigma Labs is. What even is that? No idea. Black Vault, the dildo seller, right? So, Mr. Dildos, John Greenwalt, he's definitely being, I'm just going to come out my strong opinion here. He's definitely being fed this information. He's not getting documents like this with all these redactions without being fed this information. He's not randomly like, hey, I want a FOIA request for the release of information between 226 and whatever else. Like, no, he's getting fed this information. 100% being fed this information. Right? I've done enough FOIA requests to know that they're not giving you stuff like this. And he's not FOIA in specific stuff like this without knowing exactly what to look for. It's like fishing with a net, right? Like, you're just not going to get anything. You got to know where to go. You got to know what bait to use. Anyway, Mr. Dildo. Okay, and then Anna Polina Luna. So there's been some drama, supposedly, about did Anna Polina Luna see some alien bodies? Apparently, they want to know, did she see some alien bodies?
A birdie told me that you had
And Matt Laszlo seems like a nice guy, but could they get a more awkward dude to question a congressman? A little birdie?
A birdie told me that you had a briefing with Mr. Gates and you saw bodies?
I cannot discuss these things, you know that.
Was that classified or?
I'm sure we'll have field hearings. No comment.
No comment?
No
it's
comment.
intriguing. Have a good one, ma'am.
Is intriguing. And okay, seems a little bit over the top, chat. So, do I think aliens could be visiting? Probably. Do I really care? No. I think that what we should be talking about is anti-gravity technology that's out there, right? Isn't that the more important aspect of this whole phenomenon, is the anti-gravity technology? I definitely think so. But, whatever people want to dig into. So what did we dig into it here? That was actually pretty fast. I think we got through the main things I wanted to look at. Let me just scroll through and see if there's anything else. I just don't really care what Tom DeLonge says. My opinion is he's probably been given some information, but when you look like this and dress like this and you act like a rock star, it's hard to get the information out there, right? The people that I think, you don't have to dress in a suit, But I think you need to take it a little bit more seriously and a little bit more grounded than that situation. Anything else that you guys is out there that you guys want to look at here? Yeah, the thing too is that, like, is he just based in is he based in DC? Is that why he's out there getting those takes? I kind of wish some of these congressmen and congresswomen would talk to me on a podcast. It would be good. Yeah, Kurt Mongol. One day we'll talk to Kurt Mongol, I'm sure. When I get smarter with the science, we'll talk to Kurt Mongol, and we'll blow his mind. I promise you that. But Kurt Mongol, my true opinion of Kurt Mongol is that he's mid CNN brain, right? He's escaping his learning and what he's been told to think. He's an extremely intelligent guy. Kurt Mongol's an extremely intelligent guy. I could tell right away. But I think that for him to accept the nature of reality as being more than what he's been led to believe, it's a lot for people to come to terms with. And that's my opinion of him in general. And I think that, like everybody who goes through an awakening, he will as well. And then I think at some point when I get smart enough to be able to talk to him on his level, then I think that we will have probably a really good conversation. And I hope that after the MH370 stuff starts to die down, that people will be willing to talk to me about the UFO phenomenon and my take on it as well. Because like I've said, what I want to do is I want to push the conversation forward from the technology perspective and the special access programs that are hiding the technology. And this is why I want you guys to watch the stream or the podcast stream, whatever you want to call it, I did today with Daily Dose, because we pretty much talk about it for like an hour and a half. We don't even really talk that much about the videos and the case that much. Although we do. And I give there's people out there that go, people out there that are new to the case, new to the investigation, and they want to know what my take is. And I presented the argument for the espionage scenario today, which is very similar to what I've been presenting before. But I presented it today kind of in full. So if you want to hear that as well, listen to that conversation. Actually, the person that I was on the podcast with today knew General Flynn, and General Flynn was actually going to be on his show. I may see if he can put a good word in for me. Can you imagine if I could do an interview with General Flynn? Wow, that would be big. That'd be really big. I'm not even sure what I would ask him, but I got the full background on General Flynn as well, because I'm a recovering CNN brainer myself. And I asked him after the show what the whole story was about General Flynn. And apparently General Flynn, like, they got him as being like lying under oath to protect, I think, one of his family members. And then they branded him as a traitor because they said he was like a registered agent of a foreign government or some bullshit like that. Like, so it's definitely some nonsense. The General Flynn stuff is total nonsense for sure. And it's sad because it's the same people that attack me for making comments about Putin and jokes about Putin. Same people that attack me for talking to Jake Chansley, right? We got to get past those divisive attitudes towards people that we don't agree with, right? Let's listen to this. Rob Heatherly speaks about the guerrilla skeptics. You know what's crazy, Chad, is we got more followers on Twitter than most of these people have, and they're like considered like these prominent UFO people. Which goes to show that there's a new there's gonna be a new crew coming into town that's gonna take control, and I think that the MH370x crew is the ones, right? Now, one more thing I want to say to you guys is there's going to be a new guard, right? So if any of you guys who are out there want to, I don't know a better way to say this, but make a name for yourselves, specifically I'm talking about like Arwin, JK Philly fan. If you guys want to pick up the case when I drop it, I will retweet some of your stuff. I will direct people towards you. I guarantee I can get you at least several thousand followers just from retweeting some of your stuff, right? So if you want to be the person that I've been and try to push the conversation forward or what have you. I'm definitely looking to support other people as well. I want to make sure that, I mean, I never wanted any of this stuff, guys. So I want to use that following to help lift up other people. That's kind of, I think that's a good use of it. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I can help in that way. I will say it's not a glamorous thing. This is not the kind of thing where you're going to make a living probably off this, although maybe you can. Maybe you can do it better than I can do it. I don't know. But for the most part, like the payouts from Twitter, even with millions of views, is like $100 or something like that. Is you can't live off of that.
I mentioned to Ali about that Chit Chats place on Wikipedia where you can see their exchanges back and forth. It really does reveal a lot about character and how smarmy they are. For example, the discussion about Lou Elizondo thinking of getting a lawyer to take a look at it. And they just kind of laugh and chuckle, ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 he's trying to fix the errors that we put on his page.
Yeah, she commented that she was quite amused watching him squirm trying to correct the the basics like his place of birth. She thinks that's hilarious, and she thinks this is hilarious what we're talking about tonight because they think that they are untouchable, and I'm hell bent on making sure by the time I'm through this that they think otherwise because people have the expectation that Wikipedia is at least striving to be neutral and factual, but there's no internal oversight whatsoever. The original vision is lost, and even the co-founder of Wikipedia has stated as much numerous times now.
You know, I use it. I do go to it as I take it with a grain of salt, obviously, but, you know, as basic research and information background. For example, a couple weeks ago, I was working for covering the Super Bowl, the lead up to the Super Bowl, a week of coverage. Unlike the UFO topic, covering the Super Bowl and talking to athletes does not make me an NFL analyst, I don't think, just as writing stories about UFOs doesn't make me a ufologist. But that's sort of how it is portrayed. If you have an interest in this topic, then you're all in, and you can't have any kind of credibility at all. But Wikipedia was useful in looking up information about NFL players and what they had done in their career. I didn't really have to worry that some people who hate football and think it should be outlawed were in charge of all the NFL-related pages. You know, that they weren't deriding the athletes who had played for the Rams or the Raiders, things of that sort. It's just kind of preposterous. I just can't imagine where it's going to go.
Yeah, so that's a good point. And the thing about Wikipedia is it's basically exactly the same as Reddit, right? You can't trust anything that you see on there. And the thing about it is that if you're on like a small niche subreddit, it's fine, right? If you're on a small niche Wikipedia page, it's fine. Once you start to get to any controversial pages, this is where politics completely takes over. And there is politics in UFO community up the wazoo. So much politics in the UFO community, I couldn't even believe it. People won't talk to you because you talk to people that they think they don't like, right? It is wild how much politics that there is. And absolutely, I spoke about Mick West today to Joshua Reed on the podcast for him that I did. And those type of people live in a box, right? They live in a little tiny box where nothing outside that box can be real, right? And if it's anything outside that box that threatens their tiny little worldview, then they feel like they have to attack it. It's disgusting behavior. And you see it in the UFO community in spades, right? Because a lot of people, their whole world views are threatened. And so that they lash out, right? Really disturbing stuff. And I don't know the answer to it other than, you know, just we have to be open-minded and we have to look at those types of things on Wikipedia with a very huge grain of salt. And same with stuff like on Reddit as well. Zen, am I ignoring you? No. I'm not ignoring you. I don't know what regicide clue you sent. I don't know what any of that means. I don't think we're ever going to find regicide anon, unfortunately. I wish we would, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's all clicks and drama. Guys, UFO videos don't even... Bad Sama. You must be a mid for Ashton to ignore you. Guys, I don't ignore anybody, chat. I don't ignore anybody. These videos don't even excite me anymore, chat. I mentioned this as well, is where, like, you know what's weird is one of my first things when I started talking about what I would do next is I was going to post other UFO videos. Other UFO videos don't even excite me anymore. You know what excites me is the science. The science is what excites me. Because the science is what will change the world, right? Now, this video is most likely an airplane because they use red and green lights to determine what side of the plane you're on. That's how that works with boats as well. Like versus the starboard or the port side, they have different light colors, and that's how you can tell what side, what direction the plane's coming, if it's coming at you or going away from you. Same with boats as well. But despite that, I don't know. I don't know if this video is real. I just don't care. What I want is I want military videos in super high quality using Raytheon cameras of anomalous stuff, especially with things floating. That's what I want to see, right? Like the MH370 videos. That's the stuff that I care about, right? But at this point, like, just knowing that the science is real, wanting to learn the science, understand the science, is way more interesting to me. Oh, this was a good post too. And the reason why we're doing some of this is because I'm not going to be online for the next 2 days, or I'm not going to be on, not going to be streaming. I'll post on Twitter. I'll probably retweet some old stuff as well, because I want to look back through some of the old content. We've had so much content. I want to see naked aliens, Bobby G says. Rick Dottie says there's 5 alien species. It's funny because I think that 128,000 views. I think that, was it Michael Sala? I think replied or retweeted or something and said that there's like 57 races. Dude, 57 races. You got to list those races off for me. That's a lot. I asked if any of them are jellyfish. Honestly, like, if we're going with it, guys, I want to hear the chat. Which of these species do you like the best? I can't even tell the difference between the first and the third ones. What's the difference between these two? This is the mantids. This one's the reptilians. This kind of reminds me of like the racial draft on Chappelle's show. The Ebens? What's the Ebens? Telepathic and emotional. Ooh. Okay, guys. Tell me which one you associate with the most. New poll. Which, what do we call them? EBOs? Which EBOs do you love the most, chat? The Ebens. Wait, hold on. I think it's the Grays, right? Okay, the Grays. Is it Greys or Grays? Someone needs to tell me. I have no idea. The Grays, the Mantids. Which are the best ones? Which ones do you want to clap those cheeks the hardest? You know, let me know in the chat here. We're going to do a poll. I want to know. It's important. It's a very, very scientific poll, guys. This poll will determine. Oh, wait, you can only do 4? Chat. Okay, guys. Well, we're just going to rule out the Ebens because this looks like some kind of freak that is just some, like, hybrid mutant of the Grays. You know what? We'll even give Grays that. We'll even put Ebens in with the Grays. I don't know what the hell Ebens means. We'll put it in there with the Grays. Go for it, chat. Go for it. Tell me what's good. Is it the Grays? Is it the Mantids? Is it the Nordics? Or is it the Reptilians, chat? Which one is the best? Which one is the one that you want to hook up with the most? Which is the one that you want to have be your pet Pokemon the most? I really don't care how you judge. Just want to know. I got to be honest. The armor on this one right here is like the most badass. Like, if I am betting in the, like, you know, a death match, I'm definitely betting on Mr. like thick ass reptilian guy here. Like, this dude is just going to destroy, like, that. This Eben guy is just going to get literally destroyed by this reptilian. No chance. The reptilians are telepathic. Telepathy seems strong. How is Galactic Federation a trait? Isn't that just kind of like, what, Pleiades and Venus? I don't even know what these words mean. Is that where they're from? Abductor. This guy, are they all telepathic? Are all of them telepathic, guys? Telepathic. All of them are telepathic, guys. Guys, apparently they're all telepathic. We got, every aliens are telepathic now. Nice. Clamp those cheeks, guys. Gray is American. Okay, I'm going to say it with the AY then. That's how I'm going to spell it. Okay, guys, it's very important. ET biological entities. Ebbins. Thank you for the history lesson. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciated. The Nordics are the hidden civilization. You know what, chat? Go ahead and tell me the lore. You know, if you're a lore master, look, the Mantids, 13,000 views. Guys, if we just go by the views, then the Mantids win. The Mantids win the most. Guys, and who replied in the Mantids? Uh-oh. Wait, where am I? Whoa, my reply's not in here? Whoa, that's messed up, chat. Did I hide my reply? Did I forget to reply? Guys, I think just based on the views, the Mantids are the best. Over 7 feet tall. I would definitely, if I had a Pokemon, it would definitely be the Mantids. Actually, the Reptilians are pretty good too, but... All right, here we go. There's no jellyfish alien listed. This is how we know that Rick Dottie is a disinformation agent. Codename Falcon. He's obviously a disinformation agent because he's not talking about jellyfish aliens. Whoa, yo, you guys are all in the Nordics. Wow. Wow, chat. Only 37 votes. There's 116 people watching. Yo, if you're not voting in this right now, then I question your commitment to the alien, Project Bluebeam alien insurrection. I'm going to call it an insurrection. The aliens are insurrecting the Capitol, chat. We're going to charge the aliens with insurrection. We're going to put them in solitary confinement. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to charge them with seditious conspiracy. The fact that there's no jellyfish aliens really just ruins this for me, honestly. Really does. These guys crack me up, dude. These guys are doing good stuff, though. They need more stuff like this. Like, Skyfire News needs to do more stuff like this. Like, this entertains me, chat. Which alien species is the clappiest, cheekiest? That's the stuff that I like to see. Diana Pasulka looks almost as awkward as I do with the giant headphones on her head. Just doesn't look natural in any way, shape, or form. Secure Team 10. Chat, tell me, does anyone know who this is? I've never heard of this person. I think I haven't been around the community long enough to have any idea what's going on here. Okay, let's see what's going on with the chat, with the poll. Okay, Nordics won by a mile, chat. Guys, you guys are not giving nearly enough respect to the name of the Mantids or the Reptilians, chat. Chat, I highly question your guys' commitment to the non-human intelligences. It seems a little bit racist, honestly. Seems a little racist, I'm being honest with you guys, that we're all in on the Nordics, which look like humans. It's very, very racist. I expected more Mantids, guys. If I'm going to have to invoke the DEIs. What does that even stand for again? Diversity, exclusion, and inclusion or something like that. We're going to need a DEI officer for the Mantids and the Reptilians. We're going to have to actually apply affirmative action on this, probably. A lot of you guys are bigots, unfortunately. My followers and my chats are bigots against the Mantids and the Reptilians. Wow. I didn't know. I never knew. Guys, we're going to need DEI training for the chat here today. The Nordics are naked redheads that take the V cards. Yeah, okay. Is that the one where the guy was sexually assaulted on Danny Jones' podcast? I can't even get it out, chat. I can't even get it out. Danny Jones was talking to a guy who was talking about being sexually assaulted by aliens. Doesn't push back at all. The idea that MH370 might have been disappeared by some orbs. It was too hard for him to believe. But guy being sexually assaulted by aliens, no, that's totally fine. That's above board, chat. Totally above board. Now, what's up with this fettuccine split guy? Let's see if we can see if there's any other drama about it. What was that guy's name? Brian something? I think it was Johnson. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, first of all, chat. And yeah, we're getting to the silly part of the night where we're gonna wind down in a few minutes because I gotta pack for my trip and try to get this stuff uploaded and a bunch of other stuff that's going on. Does David Icke like the reptilians the most, or what does he like the most? You know, if I ever interview Alex Jones again, I'm gonna get him to tell me which alien race is his favorite. That's probably, you know what, I may ask everybody from now on. From now on, the first question I ask anybody on a Hard Truths podcast: which alien race do you identify with the most? The reptilians, the mantids, the EBENs, whatever, Ebens, the Greys, or the Nordics, or the Jellies. We're going to include the Jellies. Security Team had a hugely successful YouTube channel, UFO videos with spooky music. Imploded in a cloud, allegedly drug use and domestic violence. Well, that's not good. Domestic violence is never good, chat. Yeah, just the UFO video stuff is just, it's sad. Like, I was all in on the UFO video stuff, and now I just don't care anymore. Right? Unless you show some crazy stuff, I just don't care about the UFO videos anymore. Now what I want to do is I want to talk to congressmen. I want to talk to military generals like General Flynn. I'm going to ask that dude if he can hook me up with a General Flynn interview. I want to talk to General Flynn, right? If I talk to General Flynn, it might be a high point in my life, and it's going to break. If I talk to General Flynn, it would straight up break the UFO community. Those people already hate the hell out of me. And then I want to talk to scientists and engineers. I'm going to talk to some more as well. I kind of want to talk to Chris Mellon's cousin. Damn, this feels embarrassing. John Warner the fourth. He seems like he knows some stuff as well. I probably will look into Antarctica because something's going on with Antarctica. Okay, let's. Oh snap! Oh snap! Not uplifted anymore. A huge chump. Thanks for the receipts. Alf was a furry. Yeah, what was Alf's race, guys? What race was Alf? I mean, maybe he's one of the other 57. Maybe we can hit up Sala, and maybe he'll tell us how many of the 57 other races. I just watched UFO champion Brian Joe. Okay, so what's up with Brian's Twitter handle? Why is it Brian Joe 789400026? Is this like his area code and zip code, chat? Is that his phone number? What's going on with this? 789400026. He couldn't come up with something more creative than adding a bunch of numbers at the end of his name? If I looked at this handle here, I would think this handle is a bot. He's got to be able to do better than that. I'm cool now, quiet, content. Ready to move forward and leave this debacle behind. Tomorrow's a new day, and we can start all fresh. Thanks to everyone who's reached out. There's no way I can return all these DMs today. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you. Guys, is that what I should do? Should I make posts like that? Self-righteous posts like that? My posts are pretty cringe, but they generally don't get that self-righteous. Oh, okay, here we go. It would be the height of hypocrisy for the UFO community to get angry at the anonymous guerrilla skeptics who are hiding like basement rats, slandering, defaming Ross Coulthart and Lou Elizondo, and not express the same outrage at anonymous UFO community members paying $300. Oh, so outrageous. Oh, look at this. He wrote a Medium article. It's got 1 like after 881 views. To set up an account and slander and defame me as several sources have informed me is their plan. It's the same issue of extremely low character people with zero empathy and absolute disregard for their victims. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, it's a little bit dramatic, right? Like, I've got like at least 4 fake parody accounts that have come out with me. Some of them are psychotic as well. And I just blocked them. I mean, I didn't really make it a whole thing. I just blocked them. That was it. It's like, so what? Is it that important? I don't know. It feels a little bit over the top. Hey, good trouble show. I know I love you, man. We have really good camaraderie, and your interviews are amazing. Okay, jerk him off a little bit more. I want you to read this piece. You really need a disconnect from uplifting tweets. He's a cancer. Well, I agree with that. He is a cancer in the community. He is damaged goods now. Yeah, I mean, I think that they definitely need a disconnect from this uplifting tweets loser. I mean, he's a total loser, 100%. Oh, the $300 smear campaign plan. 9-minute read. I don't know if I can do 9 minutes, chat. I've stayed far away from the interpersonal drama that occurs on here. People have treated me very well. Okay. Someone had opened up a new account that was both spoofing and impersonating me, but they didn't even post his picture, dude. They didn't even post this guy's picture. Like, for me, they are using my picture and pretending to be me as well, right? I mean, this isn't even like a fraction of bad. This is the people that have said that. Oh, you missed out, MH. MH, just tell us what your favorite race is. You get to choose either between the Greys, the Reptilians, the Nordics, and the Mantids, and I'll also let you choose the Jellyfish if you want. Turns out that people in my chat are racist. They love the Nordics more than they love the Mantids and the Reptilians. They think the Reptilians are ugly. Guys, mandatory DEI training for everyone. UFO or alien DEI training for everyone in this chat right now. 100%. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Also, guys, I think I might get LASIK surgery so then I can just talk to you guys like this. Like Clark Kent versus Superman. Kind of tired of wearing glasses. It's boring. Also, did I say hi to Ellie? I don't remember if I said hi to her. Hi to all the ladies in the chat. Just hello. If you're a lady in the chat, hello. If you're a bot that is pretending to be a lady in the chat, hello. Hi. Hey. Okay. Over the next 3 days, the follower count ballooned to 2,678, and it was obvious that all the added followers were paid. One look at the follower list made it very clear these were not members of the UFO community. Dude, this guy went off, man. Look at this. He wrote a whole article about this? Wow. Chat, can you imagine if I wrote a whole article about all the spoofers and parody accounts about me? There's like at least 4 different ones, guys. I can make an article much better than this. This seems like he wasted his whole day on this. In total, the account appears to have paid for 2,500 of his followers for a price of $300. Wait a second. What? Paid followers? What the F is going on here? This isn't your typical impersonation account. Something is up. $300 is a lot of money to spend on an account with 10 posts, unless you were planning something big. So I decided to tweet about what was going on for 2 reasons. To let the owners of the spoofing impersonating account know that I was aware of their $300 purchase of followers. And to let the community know that you know what was happening so everyone's aware of this account. This is too much, chat. Guy, I'm on his side, but like he's making me not want to be on his side anymore. Yeah, paying for followers is so 2015, chat. This is what happened next was a pleasant surprise. Okay, I can barely get through this, chat. People in the community reached out to me and started providing intel on the account. Guys, it's not some Nancy Drew mystery. It's the UFO hate group people every single time. It's freaking King Milk Farts or the fettuccine Alfredo guy, whatever his dumbass name is. It's always any one of these damn morons, right? They have no life. They have no jobs. They spend all time on the internet, right? They're Redditors, like, you know, that's about, they're idiots, but I repeat myself. You know, that's pretty much what it boils down to, right? Guys, somebody in the chat was DMing me earlier too, and they were saying they went to a Redditor meetup and they ran into all these guys and that they all have neck beards and they're about 500 pounds and they all have blue hair. It's not true, but it's also true at the same time. They didn't feel comfortable discussing anything else with me. I took an oath of confidentiality. What is this, man? This isn't, you're not in a skiff here, man. An oath of confidentiality. What is this? Of course, I would never name any of the people that are giving me information about the perpetrators behind this account. I mean, it's probably Tupacabra and Red Panda Koala, right? Like, it's not a mystery, right? Like, those guys know the UFO hate group people and they hate them, right? They've had a lot of drama. They've been going after Skyfire News as well. Like, that's probably who it was. I don't need to take an oath to do that, but yes, I never say anything publicly. This dude takes himself way too seriously, man. Way too seriously. You just tell people. Just be honest. That's what I do. Now I'm going to do my best to restrain here as much as possible. This is not him being restrained. This is him being restrained right now? Okay, wow. I've been giving a lot more information than I ever imagined. What? More information than I ever imagined, dude. I mean, it's just a literal hate group that like sucks off and jerks off Lou Elizondo all night long, right? It's not that deep, chat. It's not that deep. They're obsessed with Lou Elizondo. It's super weird. Apparently one of them makes thumbnails for Jeremy Corbell, right? Like, that guy should be fired. It's not that deep, chat. They're just trolls. They have no lives. There's a group of people in our community who bully, harass, insult, and threaten anybody they deem unlikable, anybody who doesn't go along with their disclosure narrative, and anybody who doesn't react well to being bullied. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Some people in this group confided in me that they felt trapped, that they were afraid to leave the group because they get bullied when they started to move away. This is an online community, so that there's a serious problem when it starts to sound like an abusive cult. Well, I mean, it is an abusive cult. It is, honestly. It's a literal cult. There's cults on all sides, chat. You've got these cult of these Lou Elizondo people that, like, draw pictures of him and, like, talk about how hot he is. It's the creepiest shit ever. But then you also have the cult of the Mick West people as well that think that, like, Mick West is the super smart genius. He's a fucking idiot. Mick West is an idiot. He's nobody that anyone should look up to. He's just a moron. He's a closed-minded moron. And Lou Elizondo is not some hero, right? His whole story about General Mattis being saved is completely nonsensical. Shooting grenades at people. It's definitely made up, like 100% made up. If Lou Elizondo was a hero, he would come out and actually say what he knows and go to prison. That's what it would take for Lou Elizondo to be a hero. He would come out, break his NDA, and go to prison, like Lieutenant Commander Edward C. Lynn does. If he does that, I'll draw pictures of Lou Elizondo on my Twitter profile, guys. I'll draw naked pictures of Lou Elizondo like these cultists of Lou Elizondo do. Honestly, both sides of this UFO community are just straight garbage. There's really not a better way to say it. They're just straight up trash. This community is one of the weirdest, most like, it's like if I go to the trailer park and there's Mick West on that side and there's all the Lou Elizondo cultists on that side, and they all hate each other, and I hate all of them, right? It's just trailer trash everywhere. What else we got? This is, I mean, how long does this go for? He wrote a whole dissertation about a $300 parody account. I've heard far more disturbing things that have happened in this group, but badly as I feel about what's happening to certain people, I'm going to exercise serious restraint. He's saying it again about exercising restraint. Just say it, bro. Just say it. Just call them a cult. It is what it is, man. Silence is complicity. Okay, complicity. Yeah, sure. Okay, the motivation, sure. God. I have them all blocked. Okay, cool. They don't like you. They think you're arrogant. You don't go along with the disclosure narrative. You spend too much time talking about the disclosure process and how it's an operation. Yeah, it is. You are a very intelligent guy. Oh, God. You're really captivating. You have a lot of power in the community, a really strong voice, and they don't have those qualities. So I think some of them are jealous of you. Guys, this is no way this is a real post. He definitely made this up about himself. There's no way. Guys, if anyone sends me a thing, you are a very intelligent guy. You're very captivating. You have a lot of power in the community. You have a really strong voice. They don't have those qualities, so they think some of them are jealous. You hang out with the hottest dudes. You wear the dopest clothes, and you go to the coolest restaurants as well. Also, your kicks are really sweet. Guys, if you guys send me anything like this, I'm gonna block you. Just kidding, guys. By the way, Brian Johnson, we were in a space one time with him, and we asked him about the implications of this technology, and his answer was, oh, well, it could be green energy. Green energy. And I'm going, well, what about doomsday weapons? Oh, well, no, we would just hide the doomsday weapons. It's not how it works, Brian Johnson. You can be confusing. You act like you're an insider or have insider information, and you really do know your shit. It's really scary sometimes. It's like, okay, he's an insider, but then other times you come across like the rest of us. So some think you really connect, and others think that you are a LARPer. Okay. Okay, so this group of people doesn't like me for a variety of reasons, but why are they spending $300? Let's get to we're finally getting to the point, chat. Blah, blah, blah. Why are they spending $300? We still haven't got to the point yet. Based on the lack of traction. Okay, still haven't got to the point. The posts about me still have no likes. Now we're talking about how many likes the posts have. Okay. Oh, UAP Mike. I mean, they don't even hide who they're connected to, right? Like, they retweet each other. Like, these guys have a literal cult of Lou Elizondo followers, and they just retweet each other, right? And they use their communal followers as this, like, weapon, right? That's what they do. It's just, everything about this whole saga is sad. The people that are doing the LARPing and the fake accounts, and also, like, crying about it is also kind of sad, right? Like, this didn't need to be, like, 10 pages long. This could have just been a tweet. One tweet, right? One tweet. Some guys bought some accounts from me. They're crappy people. You shouldn't support them. End of tweet. The perpetrators are hiding from me. They're not really hiding. There's UAP Mike right there. They're not really hiding. It's obviously they're connected. The parody account is retweeting UAP Mike. This isn't rocket science, right? This is just, like, this isn't trying to figure out electrical engineering and how orbs can teleport a plane. This is just like, there it is right there, chat. We figured it out. They are exactly what they call everybody else. Now, this is true. It is just projection. What they do is they normally project. Like, that's what bullies do, right? And I imagine all the people that are in this Lou Elizondo cult were bullied when they were younger, for sure, and that's why they're, like, acting out their frustrations on everybody else. Okay, well, can we figure out why they bought we're like 10 paragraphs deep from when we brought this up, and we still haven't figured out why they spent $300 on the account. Hey Pete, nice to see you, buddy. It's the $300 spent to add the 2,500 followers that really is disgusting and beyond shameful. I've never attacked these people. They're all blocked. What kind of effed up mentality does one have to possess to even consider doing that? It's amoral, and sociopathic. It's definitely sociopathic. These guys are definitely sociopaths, no question whatsoever. And if you don't know what sociopathic is, the layman's definition of sociopathic would be if you were trying to manipulate people to have other people like them or not like them. Think about the movie Mean Girls, right? Where you're so up in your own ass that you think that like you determine what other people like and don't like. I don't know about sadistic, but yeah, it's not great. The criminal secret keepers, guys. Someone help me out with the lore on this one. I don't even know what the criminals. This guy has gone now on like 20 paragraphs. These people are not right mentally and they're really emotionally challenged. That's putting it nicely. Okay. I thought he was going to hold back, but now he's really laying loose. They need to be kicked out of the community once and for all. There be no safe harbor for animals like this. Well, now he's really letting loose. I thought he was going to hold back. Doesn't seem like that. Okay. Now he's still talking about the intel he's collected, but he's not going to share it. This is like the third time he said this. I mean, I'm going to be honest. My analysis of Brian Johnson here is that he was having a total meltdown. He could have said all this in like 3 paragraphs, and we're like 25 paragraphs deep in this 9-minute long thing. I didn't think I was going to get through all this, but we're still going. Oh, and he wasn't going to name them, but now he is going to name them. King Milkfart. Yep. This guy's been banned from social media. He's already been permanently banned twice. This is his 3rd account just since I've been here in the last 6 months. In fact, he blocked me. He blocked me preemptively so that I couldn't report his tweets because we got him permanently banned twice. Honestly, this person right here. Now, I will agree with Brian Johnson. This is definitely the worst human being in the entire UFO community. And anyone that supports this guy is a bad person. And I will also say that this is probably up there in the top 10 or top 5 of worst people in all of Twitter entirely. Right? Just a terrible human being, terrible person through and through. Definitely has some mental and emotional problems, like a lot of them, right? And if you were to go ahead and report him right now and say that they've already been permanently banned multiple times, they would probably get banned again. Am I condoning you do that right now? Yes. Go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and report this account again, because the reality is this guy should not be allowed on the internet at all. And like he's probably committed several crimes as well, right? One of which I will share with you right now, is that supposedly, this is just something I've been told secondhand, is that he got broken up with his girlfriend, and I guarantee he's never had a girlfriend since. And his girlfriend broke up with him because he's a psychopath, most likely, right? We just know because he's a total nut job. But and when his girlfriend broke up with him, he freaked out and flipped tables over and got arrested. Can you imagine? Your girlfriend breaks up with you, and you're such a mental midget that you have a complete meltdown in a public space and start flipping tables over to the point where you get arrested? Holy crap. Like, and the problem is, like, people like this that are just complete and total losers, like Milk Farts is, they never change, right? He wants the world to change for him, to treat him better, right? But he needs to stop being such a piece of shit human being. And until he stops being just a total, complete loser, nothing's ever going to be better in his life. The only person that can make his life better is himself. That's the sad part. Like, no one can help him. He needs to help himself. Now, UAP Mike, just whatever, right? UAP Mike just supports these guys because they're in his little crew, like the same way when you were in high school and you have like the person that's your underling, right? And they treat everybody else like crap, but they look up to you, you know, when you're the bully or whatever. Like, that's what UAP Mike is, right? UAP Mike follows these people because he doesn't get bullied in response. But if UAP Mike was getting bullied by these people, he would be the exact kind of person that would be raging about this, right? And the fettuccine split loser is like one slight step up from King Milk Farts, right? This guy spends all day, all online, almost guaranteed Redditor, no doubt whatsoever, right? And if they didn't just temporarily ban his account, they should definitely permanently ban his account. Because the reality is these guys need a reality check on, you know, how to just act like normal human beings to people. Is this what the UFO discussion has come to? Sadly, it has. Like, the problem is that this needs to get cleaned up. These kind of people need to get, like, removed from the UFO community so that real discussion can even happen. You join these spaces and it's nothing about, it's just these losers raging nonstop about who they like and who they don't like. Like, I couldn't even believe it when I joined the community, and that's all I heard. It was like middle school drama, right? And this is why nothing's ever been accomplished in the UFO community, because none of these people, these aren't UFOologists. These are just people that are just losers. As far as I know, they have no connection to UFOlogy whatsoever. Their whole goal is to derail and distract people, right? Okay, I think we're almost to the bottom of this. Honestly, there's worse people too. Like, if I was going to list other people, one of the other ones is, what's his name? Tiny Klaus. His real name is Nicholas. I won't say his last name. But Nicholas is just a piece of shit too, right? And he's got a huge following, and some of these big UFO accounts follow him. Oh, look, Darren Reed is in the chat. So Darren Reed is one of the losers that's hanging out. He's actually Dazzle Woke Guy, everybody. Dazzle Woke Guy, or what is your stupid ass name, Darren? Woke Dazzle Guy? I don't know what your dumb ass name is, right? These guys are mentally ill, and they need to, like, go outside and get a life. That's the irony. The irony is everything that they say is just straight up projection. The only reason why he's even here is because his feelings are hurt, right? Imagine being Dazzle Woke Guy here, and he's showing up in my stream right now because he's so upset that we're talking about his loser ass friends that have mental problems. Darren Reed, you're just a loser piece of shit, Darren. Oh my god, dude. I'm not even gonna block you from my stream, dude. Go ahead and be a lol cow if you want. Every time you join a Twitter space, you just embarrass yourself, dude. We can tell that you're a loser who's never had anything good in your life, just based on your reactions, Darren. And yeah, Darren is one of the guys that affiliates with these losers, by the way. For the record, everybody out there, Darren's like buddy with these loser pieces of crap. You know, he's one of the people that should be canceled from the UFO community, so that the UFO community can actually be productive. He's actually, Darren Reed is actually part of what's wrong with the UFO community, right? Is that you've got these idiot losers out there who have no lives whatsoever, and they spend all their life online, never investigating anything, never looking into anything. It's nothing but interpersonal drama for these losers. It's honestly just embarrassing. Like, I feel bad for these guys. But they bring it on themselves, right? Like, he comes in our stream and makes dumb comments like this, and he goes into spaces like I'm pretty sure he was defending these guys in that space that we were looking at before, right? He's got nothing going on in his life. He's probably been a loser his whole life, right? You know, he's a Redditor, 100%. Darren, tell us what your Reddit account is. I guarantee 1,000% he's a Redditor, right? He's never had he's probably never actually in his whole life had a thought that was a unique thought, right? Everything that Darren Reed has ever thought in his whole life has been told to him to what to think, right? It makes me wonder, when I talk to people like Darren Reed, it actually makes me wonder if people like him are even conscious, or if he's just a literal NPC that's been programmed by the Matrix and can only run off of a script. That's truly what I believe when I interact with people like him. It's embarrassing, dude. See, look, I don't affiliate myself with traitors. See, he's literally a Redditor, guys. He's literally one of the Dazzle Woke Guy. Dazzle Woke Guy. He thinks that being woke is like some kind of feat, like that's a righteous thing. So I'm a woke guy. Like, if we look him up, he probably has his pronouns in his bio, guys. Darren, do you still have your pronouns in your bio, dude? Man, sometimes like you just wonder about people, dude. You really do. Like, how damaged are these people? And the sad part is I want to help people like Darren, right? Like, You know, they've been so brainwashed by the system that they don't even know like what's real and what's not anymore, right? And I don't even know like why these people exist in the UFO community, right? If you don't think that there can be a conspiracy, then you don't even have a place in the UFO community, right? The whole thing requires a conspiracy, the grandest order that has to go back decades, right? And these are people that just suck down the leftist woke propaganda on the internet, right? Like everything the TV tells them must be true. Everything on the news tells them must be true. You know, Trump must be the equivalent of Hitler, right? And I'm not even a big Trump fan, but it's just embarrassing, dude. Anyway, I hope you get better, man. I really do. He's so mad right now in our chat. Darren Reed is so mad right now. Is your pronoun still virgin cuck? So this is like every time you hear them say something, just keep in mind they're talking about themselves, right? The problem with these NPCs is they always project their own insecurities, right? Like I don't even have to ask. Like you just wait and see what they say and just realize that whatever they're saying, they're most likely taking their own insecurities and they're projecting. Like Darren most likely has never had sex with a woman consensually, right? And he's the dazzle woke guy, so it's most likely he's an actual cuck. Like hiding in the closet with like the Superman costume on, right? It's crazy, dude. Okay. Anyway, we won't pick on you anymore, man. We won't pick on you, man. I apologize. And Ellie, yeah, if you want to have your pronouns, that's fine. You know, like I'm not against it. I just think that it's totally silly when you're like either obviously a man or obviously a woman and you put your pronouns in your bio. Like there's a lot of people that will like be obviously a man, for example, and they put their pronouns in their bio that says he, him. It's like, wait, he, him, obviously you're a man. I don't need to know your pronouns. Like you're just doing that to virtue signal, right? If you're actually transgender, like you're actually transgender, and there might be some ambiguity, then it makes sense to put your pronouns in your bio, right? Because people don't know what they want to call you, and you want them to know, right? But when you look around, like 99.9% of the time, that's not the case. It's the case where people are obviously a certain gender, and they put their pronouns in their bio because they want to seem virtuous to other people. And the thing about that that's so absurd is that when you're trying to seem virtuous like that, you're telling people that you care about what other people think of you. Right? Just let your actions dictate what people think of you. You don't need a virtue signal all over the internet. It just comes off as like kind of weak. And that's why I don't really respect it very much. So when people have their handle as Dazzle Woke Guy, no, they don't get my respect. That's just completely absurd. Don't misgender me, you bigots. Okay, guys, yeah, we're going to call it for tonight. I got to go ahead and log off, and I got to do some stuff, get ready for tomorrow. But thank you guys very much for following tonight. You know, we did just go through some UFO drama that's out there. Obviously, we got a little bit into the politics at the end. We bullied one of these UFO loser people a little bit, which, it's not nice. But, you know, these people are just terrible people in general. So... you know, it was a little bit warranted, but I don't feel great about it though. Yeah, so anyway, guys, have a great night, and I will be back on Sunday, and on Sunday we will talk about the science again, and we're going to get back on track. We're going to make sure we get the last few pieces out. I've been doing a bunch of research about the debris patterns and the debris shift as well. I did a bunch more research today on it as well. And we'll get back into the good stuff, the fun stuff, the science, etc. And I've got a special treat as well set up for us as well. Probably on Sunday, maybe on Monday, guys. Have a great night. We will talk soon. Peace, MH370x. Out.